So let's just move on further towards the question number 4, which says that find the irrational numbers that are lying between 1/7 and 2/7. As we know that there are many irrational numbers that lie, or there are infinitely many irrational numbers that lie in between the two numbers. So let's just start this particular question on that note. As we know that after dividing 1/7 as a fraction, we get the answer as 0.142857 bar. So it is actually a number which is a non-terminating and a repeating one. So it is actually a non-terminating and a repeating number. So further we can say that 2/7 is nothing but it represents a number which is of the form 0.285714 bar. So in between these two numbers we can able to locate infinitely many irrational numbers. So let us suppose I am talking about the two numbers 1/7 and 2/7 on the number line. So it will be like, let us suppose I'm talking about the first number as 1/7, which is 0.142857 bar. So we just wanted to find out an irrational number which is lying in between these two numbers. First of all, we can say that the irrational numbers are those numbers which are actually the non-terminating and the non-repeating one. So we just wanted to find out those numbers which are non-terminating and the non-repeating one. So let us suppose if I am talking about the very first number 1/7 and the last number that is 2/7, which is nothing but 0.285714 bar. So in between these two numbers, starting from, let us suppose this number, let us suppose we are talking about the very first two numbers after the decimal point. So let us suppose I am talking about this. So as we know that this number is starting from 0.14 and it is starting from 0.28. So we can locate infinitely many numbers in between these two numbers. So let us suppose I am talking about a number which is 0.15167854. You can take any number whichever you want, but definitely take that kind of a number which is a non-terminating and a non-repeating one, because such kind of numbers are actually called as the irrational numbers. These are nothing but called as the irrational numbers. So the very first irrational number that I have formed is nothing but 0.15167854. You can make any number whatever you want. So let us suppose I am talking about the second number as 0.15, because this number is starting from 0.151. So let us suppose I am taking the other number as 0.1523657815 and so goes on. So this number is actually a non-terminating and a non-repeating one. So let us suppose I am talking about this number as a point A, as a point B. So we just need to locate irrational numbers between 1/7 and 2/7. So let us suppose I'll talk about finding out any three irrational numbers. So let us suppose I'm adding in this question that I just wanted to find out any three rational numbers between 1/7 and 2/7. But we can able to find infinitely many, but I am making an exception, or I am adding a little bit in this question that I just wanted to find out three irrational number. You can find as many as you want. So let us suppose I am talking about only three. So the C point, let us suppose I am talking about is nothing but 0.1615143231 and so goes on. You can take any number of your choice. So these three numbers are actually my answer: A, B and C, because we know that all these three numbers are obviously lying in between these two numbers, and these three numbers are actually the irrational numbers, because these numbers are nothing but the non-terminating and the non-repeating numbers. So with the help of such kind of representation, you can able to find out any irrational number between these two numbers, because it is quite an easy task in order to find any irrational number in between the two numbers. I hope the concept of finding out the irrational number between any two number is all clear to you, because it is definitely an easy task in order if you wanted to find out any 2 or 3 or 4 or infinitely many irrational number between the two numbers. So let's just move on further towards the next question.